Hello everybody. Today we are going to be looking into the industrial beige complex, the beige arts. We're going to be discussing Megsys' recent flop drop of some products, you know, flower sprinkles, candles, rank wine, stuff like that. You know, we're going to have a look into that. I know I haven't mentioned it much or shared it much. I just don't want to bring attention to it. I just don't want to be like some kind of like proxy promoter for her, because I know you guys are all on the same page. But if I start pumping out pictures of Megsys wares, somebody might go, "Oh, that looks nice," and I don't want to give her the sales. Do you know what I mean? I just don't want to do that. So what we are doing, even if it's indirectly, what we are going to do is we're going to look into Megsys and the beige arts. Ooh. Now, I think it's going to be a big fail. I've just got this feeling. I know that there's like as ever is going to be as over by the end of 2026. Might even be sooner, but I'm really feeling that. And the whole thing is, she's got this huge conglomerate of big businessmen. You're looking at Rick Ganau, you're looking at Andrew Meyer. She's got all of the Hearst organization, and I'll put a little, look, I made a visual, ding, ding. They are all some way associated with Hearst Communications, who runs online profiling and helps with communities and managing stuff. And they don't say they're public relations, they're something else. And my theory is this is where the Sussex Squad come from. But moving away from that particular beige arts, even with all of these big backers, and who have been there for a long time, pre the wedding, by the way, with all of these big backers, why she's still failing? Well, let's have a look at the cards and see how Megsy thinks her current scan drop is going. And then we're going to look into the as never, as ever, as whatever, as a business as well, with some different cards. So if you're new here, please like, share and subscribe. I always have, like, for like 3 years I've forgotten to say that. So if you can please like, share and subscribe, I would really appreciate that, guys. Thank you all very much for being here. I do appreciate all of your support, and we're going to get into it. We're going to find out what is going on with Megatron. Oh, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Oh dear. Oh no. She's really angry, right? So Megan, when I read the cards, comes out as Wands because she's a fire sign. She's a Leo. Now, the King of Wands is a very masculine. It usually denotes a male fire sign. So it might be a male fire sign who is being extremely negative. But it also could be like Megsys' masculine side, because everybody has a duality within them: feminine, masculine, light and dark, all of those different things. Multiple dualities, I should say. But this King of Wands in reverse here, this could well be Megsy really peeved off, like angry AF. She's annoyed, guys. Let's have a look and see what's crossing over. Page of Pentacles. The kids, right? Oh my God. I told you like ages ago, right? I said she's going to start merching the kids with the merch, and that has just happened. We've just seen a very blurry face of Invisibit and a very blurry face of Archie, and everyone's like, oh, it's the first time we've seen them. No, we've seen them. We saw them on a Christmas card. We've seen them on 2 Christmas cards, actually, Archie on one and the 2 of them on the other, and then we got the floating baby in Frogmore Cottage Garden picture as well. So we have seen them. There's something going on with the page. Like, she needs this to drive the business. I wonder if she's very angry, very angry. Let's have a look. Oh, now. Okay, I got 2. I'm going to pull out the 2. King of Wands twice. Oh, she's raging, guys. She is absolutely raging. And one thing that does make me laugh is when Megsy is angry, because it's just so funny. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a comedy of errors at this point. We have got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse. She's been getting a lot of heat from like people like the Times. The Times wrote an article about her saying like she just doesn't get it. Basically, she can't read the room, you know? She just cannot read the room. That Nine of Pentacles in reverse, though, it shows you what people think of her. Like, she's wanting to create this vision, this wonderment that she is indeed this very rich and wealthy woman. She's a standalone feminist. She's standing in a luxurious garden with a bird of knowledge on her wrist. She's just all of these things, and also a quirky Californian girl. But she's not, and everyone can see through it. She's not even quirky. She hasn't even got like a sense of humor. You know, at this point, she has no self-awareness equals no sense of humor. She's so unself-aware. The King of Wands in reverse, still really angry. Expect bot attacks. We've got the Page of Swords here. Now, we might, because Invisibit is rumored to be an air sign, a Gemini. I doubt it. I think she's not. I think nothing we know about those children, how they got here, where they came from, who they are, is indeed what really happened. The official narrative in the press, shall we say. But that Page of Swords underneath, there's going to be some people deflecting and attacking and saying, no wonder they run away and they never show their faces, and oh my God, you've so clipped them and it's just so terrible, and all of these stuff. So there's going to be some pearl clutching, yeah? But like I said, the Page of Swords underneath, there's trouble. She's really annoyed, really annoyed. Now, I've got two decks. Because I do multiple layers sometimes on it, I put two decks of the same tarot cards together. And that's why there's two Kings of Swords, Kings of Wands, if you're wondering. She's really angry, man. She's really pissed off. Oh my God. She's not getting it. She's so dense, like bends around her. And I usually save that zinger from Harry, but it's not my zinger. It's actually from a show called In the Thick of It with Malcolm Tucker. Oh, okay. You thought you'd get everything together. You thought you'd put your affirmations out there. You thought everything was going to be shebang. This was going to be her drop, right? This was going to be an amazing drop for Megsy, but she's wounded and angry. Sales ain't going too good, no matter how she fiddles the books and does the figures and all of that stuff. But yeah, the Magician in reverse, she's peeved, man. Okay, here we go. I am working. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Let me have a look at this. She hates, right? One thing she hates being called an influencer. She doesn't want to be seen as an influencer at all. She does not like it. If you've seen, there's a show called Spitting Image on YouTube. It's an old, it used to be on TV, but they've done a short of Megan in the kitchen with, I forget who it was with. But yeah, it's so on point of how everyone sees her. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not a surprise anymore. Everybody knows Megsy. The Three of Pentacles, we're going to be hearing a lot about further business ventures and all of that kind of stuff. She's going to try and save some face, that's what I'm saying. But the crux of the matter is she's gaslighting herself. She's trying to gaslight you with her belief that she's some kind of righteous savior of humanity, and also a quirky girl that sells beige Tupperware and candles and jam and stuff like that, you know, healing the world with one scam jam jar at a time. We have got the Knight of Cups surrounding her, and that is, to me, that is my influencer card. You know, when we're talking about celebrities and stuff, it's very flaky, very thin. We're talking about online sales. So when you look at the Knight of Cups in reverse, you think, okay, this is an influencer. This is a bad influencer. Oh dear. Right, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse leaving the situation. So we do have the work card there. So we are going to be seeing, like, I'm partnering with this organization this holiday season to bring you some Samoa mix or something. I don't know, something bizarre. Like, guys, I'm going to an instant mash. You know, like, stop. What? Have you noticed everything she sells has got long shelf life? So she's expecting it to be in stock for a while. That's all I'm saying. all of it. The honey, the marmalade, the jam, the wine, all of it has a long shelf life. Can you see why she's done that? Because she thinks she can keep it in stock to sell. Oh, she's just, honestly, oh no. Okay. So what is on her mind? We have got the King of Cups in reverse. That will be William. She has a mega crush on William, always has had a mega crush on William, in my humble opinion. He was her real intended target. I feel her backers would have just been happy with Harry. But I think she got a little bit like, no, let's go the whole way. Let's get to the Queen of England stage. So she thought she could manipulate William. I don't think you can manipulate a man like William. It's kind of the same of trying to manipulate somebody with Prince Philip's mind, but Princess Diana's heart. It's not going to happen. The Queen of Cups is in reverse here. We are going for a mega Diana power grab. Queen of Cups, Diana is Cancerian. She's going to do something where she just looks absolutely nothing like Princess Diana. I mean, we already know she looks nothing like Princess Diana, but she's still going, she's still pushing. Basically trying to own her Diana's spirit, you know? And it don't work like that. I am going to be doing a reading about the more spooky side of some of the stuff. But yeah. She is in somewhat a lot of denial, to be honest. There's definitely some fighting around the kids' involvement. I am going to just check how the business is going, and then I'm just going to check Harry's energy around the kids being included and see if there's been any more fighting, because on last night's live stream, there was a lot of unhappy family cards. So let's have a look. Let me have a look at how As Ever is going to be As Over. Okay. The Eight of Wands in reverse. It hasn't went well. The sales aren't coming through quick enough. It's not a sellout. There used to be a trick, and she got called out for this because everybody knows this trick now. But the beauty influencers, when they launched products, used to put a very limited stock out, so it would sell out, and therefore it drives attention. It drives people's need to purchase it. You know, they really want to get to that bit. But that Eight of Wands in reverse, it's not had the traction. Big problems with this. She's really, that tower there, for somebody with the global, I'd say, I wouldn't say fame, I'd say infamy as her. You know, a lot of people know her name. She's got that easy. So all she needs to do is, you know, make some products and thingy in her mind. But the problem is people don't like the way she's behaved, the way she's acted, the way she's shown up, the way she showed herself. The Five of Swords, not surprised. And the Empress, they will be banking on this whole, she's just like Diana, she really is. That Five of Swords in reverse there, there's a detail she's forgotten. And the Ace of Swords, this is not going to work. Like, she can keep throwing, right? She can keep throwing all of her beige stuff at everything, and it's still not going to work. Oh, unhappy families as the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands is in reverse. She's going to try and pivot and do something more creative. Unfortunately, from all of it, like, she's had a Netflix contract and ruined that because, obviously, and then she's had Spotify, and that was an absolute show. And then she's had Lemonada, and that got cancelled, and nobody even knew who Lemonada was, you know. So she's been over all of these things, and nothing has worked. She is a product of her own ego. She really is. And these people who are pushing her want her for a narrative. They want her because they think eventually the tide will turn and she'll become a big commodity and hot property. Guys, Sorry, we're having a little bit of family drama here. Merlin, stop it. Honestly, he's like chinning his sister. Ugh. There's going to be gossip that comes out about... Sorry about that. There is going to be gossip that comes out about the whole thing. She's relying on the mother energy. She's going to lean in on those kids. They are going to try it. And there's details about this launch. There's more details to come out. I wonder if Miss Emily Robinson, who's just left Art Smell, I wonder if she's gonna blab, because there's some details that Megsy has over it. All of this is a big no. Big no. Ace of Swords in reverse. Big no. The Seven of Cups in reverse. She's gaslighting herself. She just doesn't know. She doesn't know what she wants to be, what she wants to do. The thing is, right, a little bit like, I don't know if you've all seen Ed Gein, but a little bit like the Ed Gein story. You know, she puts on other people's skin to become them, because there's not anything there. And when I say she does that, I mean metaphorically. You know, guys, can we have a timeout, y'all? Stop it. Sorry. Merlin, stop it. Are you going to be a good boy? Probably not. Okay. Harry. Sorry about that, guys. Honestly, I think it's Halloween. And they're all like, we've got to start something. Did everybody hear that? That's Merlin's voice when he does the Wall of Death. He's about to, I think he must have found some nip or something, you know? Okay, let me have a look at Harry and the kids and the merchant. He really doesn't want the kids in anywhere near the merchy stuff at the minute. And he's definitely horrified about how things are moving. He's unreceptive to any types of change at the moment. And he is wondering, right, and there's some regret as well. Okay. Crying over spilt milk, son. Wait till the full realization of what's just happened to you hits. And there's the 9 of coins in reverse. There's our Megsy failing. More and more. I don't think he's realized yet how bad the business is failing. But the tower across Megsy, across the businesses cards, I think it's doing pretty bad. It's not great. You know, it's kind of like, I guess, low level Instagrammer kind of sales. Okay, so no, he is in some type of delusion. Right, there's something coming up with Harry and Charities again. There's something coming up, and it's pretty imminent. I don't know, it'll be in the next 3 months. There's something more coming up with that. I think it's going to be around about how much he's taken or something. There's something to do with money, and it's going to be a bit of a scandal. There's something coming with Harry. Now, remember ages ago, right, before any of the charity stuff happened, I was like, there's going to be stuff coming out about a charity, and it has been for years. And like, I mean, this was like 2022, 2023, you know? So yeah, he is. And we have got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. He just thinks all of this is just terribly bad luck. He's still really... Okay, the Page of Cups. And the 6 of Cups. His angle about protecting the children and why he's protecting the invisible children, recollections of maybe how they got here and all of that stuff. His whole angle about that is because of the Wales children get protection. And he seems to think they should be all on equal protection, and he is hiding his kids away until they get protection. It's kind of a, I don't know, he thinks he's got a point. But what he's doing is blackmail. You will not see our children until you all give us this. The fact that there's the likelihood of nobody seeing these kids out and about with 2 of the most famous people in the world in and around the Monty Shit Show area is an anathema to me. You know, I mean, like, celebs just get papped for anything. Everyone's got a camera phone. Everybody's out and about. If you see a celeb, a lot of people wouldn't think like this, but there's plenty of people who do. They would think, I'm going to take a photo of him wandering in and out of a shop with his kids because that, you know, I could make some money off that. And then you've got professional paps who do it all the time as well. So where, indeed, other children, it's very weird. That whole thing is very weird. But he's obsessed. He's obsessed with the Wales family. He's completely obsessed with the Wales family. The Six of Cups is in reverse. He's going to be misremembering his childhood. Absolutely misremembering his childhood. Right. Not good. I'd say the Three of Wands underneath. He's really frustrated. He is really, actually, he's really frustrated as well, you know, guys. Really frustrated. Probably because he's confused and he doesn't quite know what's going on, because people tell him, look, imagine being in that headspace with one brain cell. Everybody's telling you, like, this is happening, that is happening, this is happening, that happened. They're just like gaslight. They gaslighted him and led him into a corner. And I must admit, he went completely willingly. And has done some unforgivable, horrible things to his family. Smeared like the whole of the United Kingdom. And then, of course, you've got all the charity stuff. I mean, the guy is not an innocent. The guy is definitely starting to live up to his godfather's reputation, who's Prince Andrew, by the way. So there is that. So, yeah. And Megs is doing her best Fergie and beige thing. As long as, you know, what's going to happen? Gordon Getty toe sucking next? I mean, you know, there's certain patterns. You don't know. You don't know. I'm joking about that, by the way. Or am I? I don't know. I'm waffling now. Right, I'm going to go and see what these two furballs are fighting over. It's probably something to do with catnip. I will love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow for Halloween, or if you're seeing this at a later date, it was Halloween. That's why there's loads of witchy stuff on my thumbnail. Have a great day. Love to all of you, and stay spooky, guys. Bye, everyone.